Welcome to tonight's episode of Beyond Focus TV. I'm Lydia Patel, and as always, I have a very special guest for you, Marsha Guerrier, who's the founder of the Women on the Rise conference. She'll be with us for the next 30 minutes, so stay with us. You're watching Beyond Focus TV.
Beyond Focus TV allows you to discuss contemporary topics affecting the Caribbean people on both a national and local level. The show features informed guests who offer insight, debate, and evaluate various issues. Beyond Focus TV builds on the station's mission to provide useful information to the Caribbean people in New York and abroad. Beyond Focus TV, where our viewing audience can get educated, informed, and empowered.
Welcome back. You're watching Beyond Focus TV. I'm Lydia Patel. Like I said, I have a very special guest for you, Marsha Guerrier, who is no stranger to the Beyond Focus family. Welcome back again.
Thank you for having me. It's a pleasure to be back.
It's great to have you. Definitely, we love to empower people who are doing things in the community, and that is you. You definitely are somebody who is moving and shaking.
Thank you. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. You guys are doing amazing work here at Beyond Focus.
Thank you so much. So, in the last episode that we had you on, we kind of dove in a little bit about who you are, what you do. But if you missed that episode, let's kind of do a brief overview about who is Marsha Guerrier.
Marsha Guerrier is a single mother of Joshua, 3-year-old. I am a full-time employee. I have a full-time business that I run, as you said, the Women on the Rise Forum and Expo is a part of that business. I'm a business consultant working with women entrepreneurs to help them start or grow a business, especially women that are working 9-to-5s and need to create that balanced life between home and business and work.
Absolutely, and you are kind of the best person for that because you still work.
Right.
You have your own business. You're a full-time mother. You're juggling a lot of things.
Right.
And one of the key things that I notice even for younger women like myself and other people in the industry is how do you find that balance?
Really? There's no real such thing as balance, as I say. I wrote the book on life balance. My anthology, our first book, was Life Balance for Women on the Rise. But what we talk about in there is knowing your values. Really being in tune with what's important for you at the different stages of your life, even at the different seasons within a given year. Times are different. What is when your child is in school, what may be priority in that season will be different from what's priority in the summer months. So you really have to know what your values are and how to prioritize those things.
So when did this all begin for you? When did you decide that you wanted to form the Women on the Rise conference?
It started 5 years ago, since we are approaching the 5th annual, which I'm excited about. When I found the need, I thought there was a need I had a lot of friends that were entrepreneurs that had products or side hustles, and I wanted a way to kind of honor them, celebrate them, and uplift them and give them some additional tools and resources. So I had a group of friends that were knowledgeable in certain areas, and then another group that needed that extra help and push. So I thought the best way to do that was to convene everyone in one room and have everyone share their expertise and learn at the same time.
That's amazing that you actually could do that.
Yes.
I think it's great to bring everyone together. So those who are willing to learn and those who have a little bit of knowledge to offer.
Absolutely.
To everyone else. So, and that was going into the 5th one.
Yes.
But kind of walk us through the very first one. Because you don't ever forget the first one. So looking back, I know you've grown tremendously since then. But how was that very first expo?
I was pregnant. I was pregnant planning my first expo. And it was exciting. A lot of tears to see the hard work that or the idea that I've had for so long. Because I've had small workshops where I would bring people together in small mastermind settings. But I thought to myself, let me find a bigger venue. And I knew one day it could even get even bigger. So our first year, we had 8 vendors. We were in a community center.
It's okay.
Right? That's where you start. You start where you're at, right? So we had, we knew it was small. So I went from masterminds in my living room with a small number of people to the first official Forum and Expo in a community center, 8 vendors, about 23 to 25 women that showed up that day for my first conference. And it has just grown exponentially every year ever since. We're excited for this 5th year.
Do you have any vendors who have stayed with you from day one?
Yes, certainly I do have. If they're no longer vendors, what's amazing is that they're now sponsors.
Oh,
So
that's even better.
They've grown through the networking, through the Women on the Rise, our relationships that we've built, and how they've been able to leave from the beginnings of the Women on the Rise and the workshops we could have, and to now see them flourish and thrive in their businesses. And now I even have a couple that are back as sponsors.
And that must definitely be a great feeling.
You just brought that up. It didn't even dawn on me until you asked that question.
Sometimes, and it takes somebody from the outside.
Yes.
Because we're so involved in our own day-to-day, making it happen, that we don't even take a second to really big ourselves up.
Absolutely.
Because you're just trying to go through it, and you're going through the motions, and you have a ton of things to do.
Right.
And we're all busy. And even with myself, sometimes people point things out that I may have forgotten that I've done or accomplished, and I'm like, you know what, sometimes you have to.
Quite a few of them quite a few people have stayed on, are still participating. Like I said, either are sponsors, come back as vendors, or they'll do the swag bag sponsorship, or they'll just come to attend just for the support, and because they know they're going to get educated. They know they're going to come meet a new network of people that they could collaborate with and help build a community around entrepreneurship.
What has been the most challenging aspect, you would say, because you're just one of many, and there's sometimes it's great, we all try to empower each other, but sometimes they feel like there still is a certain level, like they're fake happy for you, and that's just, you're never going to satisfy everybody, you're never always going to win.
Right.
But I'm sure you've experienced that.
Absolutely. There's a lot of fake happy, even in the midst of me not recognizing who those people are. I know there are people that call on me, participate. Hey, girl, how's it going? Because I do believe they just want to hear that glimmer of pessimistic feeling or negative thoughts. So I eliminate that from my mindset in talking with people. I really try to always look on the bright side, be thankful for the things that I'm receiving, no matter how good or bad they are. Now, don't get me wrong, I have my core set of people that I can, cry to and be somber with, but for the most part, I try not to let those people get into my space.
Absolutely, I totally agree. And sometimes one of the hardest things is people don't realize, or what a lot of women don't realize, is there's enough to go around.
There's 7 billion people on this earth. Right? So there is more than enough new clients. I mean, a lot of people tell me that the conference space is oversaturated, and there's another conference coming up every time you turn around, which is totally true. I totally get that. But you have to use discernment to understand and to realize which conferences will give you the most value.
Absolutely. And I totally agree. But hold that thought. We'll take a quick break. We'll be right back. You're watching Beyond Focus TV. Stay with us. Welcome back. You're watching Beyond Focus TV. So, Marsha, we're gearing up for the next one.
Yes.
5 years, everybody. So that's absolutely amazing that you made it to the 5-year mark.
25 days away. We're at the countdown mark.
So let's talk about it. Fill everybody in who may not know about the Women on the Rise conference.
Yes.
Let's talk about it.
Absolutely. So the Women on the Rise conference is a 2-day business conference for women career professionals that are seeking to become entrepreneurs or already have a business and looking to really up-level, grow that business. So if you're looking to start or grow a business, this conference will give you the tools and resources you need to take massive action right away and get that business started. And this year, we've gone from 1 day to 2 days. And we're super excited for some of the panels that we have going on. We have 4 panel discussions. We have 9 master classes.
Oh, wow.
And it's really packed full of resources and enrichment to help women in their careers and their business.
That's great. So when you come out, it's 2 days. So some people say, "Oh my God, that's a lot," but I think it's worth it because when you come out, the day is structured a certain way.
Absolutely.
So let's kind of go into that.
So you come in, and it's a mixture of education, fun, because you'll have an opportunity to network, take breaks, connect. So we start the day with a couple of master classes. We'll be going over things such as brand identity, understanding what your brand is, both your career brand and your business brand, because it makes a difference.
Never heard of the career brand thing.
Absolutely. Everyone has a career brand. If you're ever going to work, everyone has a brand. And if you decide that you are corporate America material and you need that 9 to 5 stability, you need to make sure that you're building your career brand for growth, because you need to, it's no longer, it's really about who you know, and who you know is based off of your brand and how they know you, right? So we're going to be talking about that. We'll be some of the panels. My favorite panel of the day, of the weekend, of the 2 days, will be the multi-level marketing panel, business panel, where we're going to be talking to successful 7-figure earners, high-level earners in multi-level marketing companies that will demystify all of the bad things you hear about MLMs, network marketing, all those bad words that they say about that.
Pyramids, and
scams, and all of that. There are some amazing companies out there and people that are making 7 figures. We have a awesome woman on the panel who is a self-made millionaire through her MLM business. And so we'll really be talking about the benefits of, it's still the number one way to become an entrepreneur, no matter what. You may have an idea, you may have it in your heart to be an entrepreneur, but you don't know where to start.
How to make it happen, how to get it off the ground.
You don't have the funds, you hear all the big money stories about big startup cost. And an MLM, a network marketing company, is the fastest, quickest way to be in business. But there's still things you have to do as an entrepreneur.
You still have to put the grind in. You still have to put the work. Because if you don't build your team under you, you need to have, depending on which platform, but you need to have your core team.
Absolutely. And you have to, you're still the brand. Even though you're buying into a company, you have to understand that you are still the salesperson. People don't buy it just because it's Avon. Well, sometimes.
Yes.
I like the lotion. But, Mercedes doesn't sell itself. You still need salesmen in the building,
that trust and that reputation. So you're already 50% of the way.
Right. And then you have to really amp it up and take it to the next level. You can't leave it up to your upline, that person above you that brought you into the business. You have to be the one to really facilitate how far and how fast you go in your business. So we'll be talking about that. We have a career panel to talk to career mobility, what it takes to rise in your career. We are excited to have someone from Fairy God Boss. It's an online website which rates companies and displays companies that are female-centric.
Oh, wow.
So it's an awesome website. Can't wait for that panel. We have a few other fun. So it's not all education. We'll be talking branding. We'll be talking getting paid for your message, because everyone has a story to tell, and you can get paid to tell your story. So we have a workshop to teach you that. It's another stream of income for entrepreneurs. So they tell you every entrepreneur has 7 streams of income. Speaking is one of them. Getting paid to tell your story is one of them. So we're excited for that workshop as well. And we have a fun workshop with my stylist, Stephanie Jones, from Studio 1031, who will be doing a hair demonstration.
Yes, that was one of the things I wanted to talk about.
Yes,